Take a look at this. Americans lining up to vote early. A mom with an infant in a car seat. Her young son taking it all in Bowling Green, Ohio. And we have other Americans ready to spend hours in Georgia, Arkansas, Illinois, and across this country. An unprecedented number of Americans voting early. So what do these early results show? ABC's Jonathan Karl on that.
You think Election Day is tomorrow? Think again. We have already been seeing long lines at voting places for weeks. 46 million Americans are expected to vote before polls open tomorrow. More than 1 out of every 3 voters, the most early voting ever. This family waited for 8 hours to vote in Miami.
This is how we express our voice, and this is what makes America the greatest country in the world.
With so many states offering early voting, it's no longer election day, it's election month. In the latest ABC News Washington Post poll, Obama had a narrow 3-point lead among those who voted early. That's a much smaller lead than 4 years ago, when he beat McCain among early voters by 18 points. Local officials at this polling place in Miami were so overwhelmed by long lines, they temporarily locked the doors, triggering chaos outside. Doors reopened after about an hour, and in some counties, Democrats successfully sued to extend early voting hours. And well over half of all expected voters in Florida have already voted. Now, 2 of the states that we are going to be looking at closest in terms of the early vote, Diane, are Florida, which just talked about, and Nevada. Both of these states, well over half of voters have already voted, and we can even tell you a little bit about how they have voted, or at least who has voted. In both of these states, Democrats have outnumbered Republicans in the early vote, Diane, and that is what put Obama over the top last time around. But I've got to tell you also that the Democrats have a smaller advantage, a significantly smaller advantage than they had 4 years ago, pointing to a much closer night tomorrow.
Close night. Thank you, John.